What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is my favorite and your favorite, and the reason why is purely because it's your favorite because you get to see the income of one of my niche sites that I've got, which for some reason everyone seems to love. I don't know, I always say that you're just nosy. I don't know what it is, but people love knowing other people's earnings, and I'm okay with that because that's why I made a YouTube channel. But then on the other side, for me, it's a short, quick video. It gets tons of views, tons of engagement, tons of new people, and I don't even have to teach you anything, so that's really good as well. I don't know, it's a win-win situation. On a more important note, I do want to just insert in all of the videos at the moment, at this present time, as of this day, obviously it being March. I don't know the exact date. Are we in April? We're in April already. Shows how much I know, but yeah, basically this date being obviously in April 2020, I just want everyone to make sure that you're staying safe due to the coronavirus. Obviously, you know, it's escalating in some places worse than others. Just make sure you're taking the appropriate care, really, you know, just to watch out for anyone else and help everyone, you know, kind of beat this circumstance and scenario. But anyway, on a positive note, we're going to be talking today about one of my sites in the dog niche. Many of you have seen the site before. If you haven't seen it, I don't share it in any present videos at the moment now because of previous issues that I had sharing it on YouTube. I tried to be the kind of open person and different to everyone else, and that obviously didn't work out so well, so I don't share the site on YouTube. Some of you know the site, and others, if you don't know it and you really want to know it, then you can go to some of my old videos and you'll be able to find that. I'm not going to even tell you what videos, you just have to watch through them to find out, which increases some watch time for me. It's a win-win situation again. But anyway, so basically what we're going to go through today is, if you haven't seen any of these videos, what they do is they basically show you like the traffic of the site, the earnings, it shows you the methods I'm using, you know, a quick overhaul of that. It will go over the metrics, so like the backlinks, you know, whatever, like, you know, the structure of the site, all these different things that I'm tweaking and changing, the amount of content pieces that I've published, everything. We just kind of go over, and that way you can take away snippets that you can apply to your own business. So you can obviously see all of the pitfalls and the upsides of the actual niche site, if I can pronounce that. Yeah, you can basically take away a few key points and apply it to your own business so you can benefit from that as well. So if you're excited, make sure to smash that like button right about now, and we're going to get into the video. All right, so I've got a template that I use off my phone every single time. It's just an Evernote script that I've written to help you really get the most value out of each of these videos, because I usually just improve the template, you know, to improve the videos that I produce. All right, so I'm going to be using my phone. I don't know if I'll keep it in a shot, you know, I might just look down a bit. If I am, then it's because I'm looking at the phone. All right, so how many articles does the site have at the moment? Well, it used to have over 100 articles. It now has only 99. Now you might ask why. This is purely because I've deleted a few articles on the site due to them not being of the level of quality that I'd like to portray on the site at the moment. So when I was starting out, you know, on this site, some of the articles that I was writing about, that I was writing at the beginning, I was a complete novice to, so I had no real experience or knowledge within that kind of sector. Yeah, basically they weren't all that, so I decided to delete them. I could have alternatively got them rewritten, but these articles were not even showing up in the top 100. So sometimes I do think it's quite important to not waste your Google crawl budget. So what Google does is, you know, a certain amount of times throughout the day, it will go through your articles and rank them appropriately or make any changes or try to understand it, so on and so forth. But if you're getting the search engine to crawl through pointless pages that are not of high quality even from your own perspective, and not even showing up in the top 100 results, so they're not really even ranking or anything, it's probably a waste of time. And these articles were like almost over a year old, you know, so there's no point, it isn't coming back. I'd rather like probably rewrite a brand new article on that topic and then try to rank that. So I've basically just deleted those articles. And if you do delete articles, you might have the question of, you know, what happens to that? Does Google kind of still try to show you up for that keyword, and then it creates like a broken link from Google's results to your page? Well, no, that wouldn't be the case. What happens is Google will crawl the site in the next couple of days, realize that the article's deleted, and that's why it's important to have a sitemap integrated with your Google Search Console. But what will happen is Google will just basically de-index that page from the search results. So it will just remove it from the search results, so it won't show up for anything if it does show up on like page 12 or 15 or whatever. All right, so let's look at the traffic. The site has actually brought in 14,843 visits this month, with a unique visit count of 13,562 visitors. So that means 13,000 odd people came in, and then several of them obviously viewed more than one page, which is what made up the overall amount of traffic to the site. Currently, this is a little bit of a drop, I believe, from last month. So if we take a look at it, we can see that the page views have actually dropped, which is by minus 1.86%, which is not dramatic. And then if we obviously take a look at the unique page views, that's 13,000 this month, and it was 13,000 last month, so it's only a 2.39% drop, which is not that bad. And if you actually take a look at the end of the traffic, you know, like right at the end, so if we look at like the 27th of March, and then we go down to the 29th of March and the 31st of March, you might be wondering what the heck happened to your site over there. Well, that's a good question. It was actually zoic, as what happens is I'm using a CDN on my site. So what that is basically like a content delivery network. So basically it will like hold your site in different locations so it can serve it to people in the fastest amount of time depending on where they are located. So it keeps your site stored in the UK, in this country, whatever, wherever the servers are, or this town and that town, so it can get to the person who looks on their phone, like when they click it on Google, in the fastest amount of time. It's better than it serving it from here over to the States or something like that. Yeah, so it will store it there. So I'm using that, and then I'm also using zoic. So zoic is an advertising network. Well, they're not an advertising network. They work with advertising networks in order to basically help you monetize your website with adverts. So they will work with the advertisers, and they kind of bridge that gap. They take a commission or cut or whatever, and they basically, you know, get your site out to the relevant advertisers so they can place ads on your site. And then they use like an AI to test this different stuff on your site to basically help your site with the actual user experience and also making more money at the same time. All right, so what they do is really good, but there are a few flaws. I've experienced quite a few technical issues with zoic, you know, not to say that they're not great, because I do think they're very good, but just be prepared for that if you do kind of go and sign up to them. Now, they do have a benchmark of 10,000 visitors a month to go sign up, but they do accept some sites that have less traffic if they are of high quality. So, you know, if you've got like 5,000 visits, 6,000, whatever, and your site's very high quality content, then you could probably go over and apply for that and you might get in. Okay, and I'll be running some kind of promotion thing that I'm going to be working with them on in the next couple of months as well. So I did have an interview with one of the team over there. I'm not sure if it's like an ambassador kind of thing. I don't even know. I'll get more into detail in that in the next couple of videos, all right, when I know more about it. Anyway, yeah, so there was a problem where my site was not showing as secure, and this actually happened across a few of my sites, first of all, which I didn't understand because I don't have zoic on my other sites. But yeah, so basically your site has HTTP and then HTTPS. So what was happening is that it wasn't loading the HTTPS, so it wasn't secure. So what Google then does is it warns people when they come into the site. You've probably seen the message before. I'll throw it up here. That's what it looks like. And basically, yeah, that comes in and it just says you can't enter the site because it's not safe and your details may not be safe. You still do have the option to actually click advance or whatever and still go into the site. But most 9 times out of 10 people ain't going to do that, you know, especially if they don't know who the heck you are and they just clicked your page on Google. So that drove my traffic right down, my sales right down. I think I made like, you know, like $7 on that day, or 7, I can't even remember. It was ridiculous. Anyway, it was very low. Yeah, it wasn't doing any good. So the earnings and the traffic were hurt for about 3 days. And then I tried to fix it myself and I couldn't. So I eventually had to redirect it from directly from my main name. I had to basically integrate it with my CDN and hosting, and bypass zoic. Anyway, I had to bypass it, and when I did that, it started working again, obviously, but I wasn't making any money on AdSense. Yeah, so that wasn't good. And then I contacted the zoic team, and they basically was able to fix it. So, you know, I've got an advisor who you kind of deal with, like an account manager. They're really helpful. They're brilliant. So she was on it straight away. Thank you again if she does see this video. And yes, basically she got it fixed ASAP, and I was back online and back making money. money again. And funny enough, since I did that, my site's just gone whoosh, because it's actually ranking for a few big keywords now that are like 1,000 searches plus. Number one I'm talking about is ranking for on these terms. And I saw yesterday, as soon as they fixed it, maybe yesterday, the day before, the traffic, over the last, that's it, 2 days ago, the traffic since then has been like 800 a day visitors. So that's pretty good, so it's doing very well, and it's probably going to really get a massive kind of influx of traffic this month. What it looks like, maybe because of what's going on, more people are searching on the internet. All right, so how many pieces of content did I add to the site during the month of March? Well, I added 8 pieces of content. So that was a ticked box for my goals last month, because many of you will know that I was trying to add 8 to 12, so I hit the 8 threshold, and I haven't actually published them, and that's my fault, because my editor has taken them from my writers and edited it and then put it up on the site as a draft, and then I haven't actually had time to go in and then tweak them and put them up. So that is my fault. I've got itchy nose, I shouldn't be touching my but yeah, so basically I haven't actually published the articles, which I do need to do, so that's my fault on my side. I'll get that up ASAP Rocky, so next month obviously the traffic can start to build up, because what's happening with my site at this point, because of the level of authority and trust it has with Google, I can post an article and it can show up like in the top 10, 20 within like the space of, I don't even know, like a day or two, so I will see an increase in traffic if I do get those articles out. All right, now how old is the site? Many of you may be asking. Well, the site is 20 months old. It's still new relatively, but it's just over a year and a half, so it's not brand new and it's not a complete old site, so it still has a lot of room for a lot of potential for growth. And obviously, I'll be adding more content. As I said, in summertime I'll be running a backlink campaign as well to increase the links on the site as well. Many other things as well, that I'm always experimenting with and trying out different techniques and strategies. But the aim of the game is to eventually sell this site and get it to $3,000 a month. All right. So the next thing is, what has my keyword research strategy been? Well, my keyword research strategy has purely been reverse engineering competitor sites at this stage, and that's purely because when you get to a certain level with your website and you've got enough authority, you can go and see sites that are of a lower rank than yours, and basically simply take what they have and make something better piece of content. If you're well experienced with SEO, you can simply optimize better than them, take the pieces of content that they're ranking for, write something better, get your writers to touch on better, more thorough, more explained, more broken down. I don't know what it is you're going to be writing about, and then basically going for the same keywords. You can simply do that, and even if you don't beat them, you might show up like behind them in number 2 or something like that. So it's very easy, very straightforward process once you've got that ball rolling. So that is the keyword strategy moving forward as well, because there's no need for me to really go out and find other things that I don't have kind of proof or evidence on. You can just randomly go and do keyword research as well. That's also a good way and also an option, but I just choose not to at the moment as at present. And also it's because I can plug in a few competitor sites that are within the exact same niche as me with the same breed of dog, and that really helped, because I can just go and see like, okay, this one's a buyer keyword, this one isn't, and go and check what they're doing and things like that. So that's pretty good as well. You don't want to do it on a vast scale, because you don't want 2 sites looking exactly the same, of course. All right, so how many backlinks does the site have? It currently has 61 referring domains with 218 backlinks. So it's actually lost about 10 backlinks since last month. I don't know exactly why. I was actually checking that on Ahrefs, because I'm currently using that tool now, but I do believe it was probably because I've done a lot of blog comments when I started out. So that's where you go onto other third-party sites and competitor sites and ask questions and link back to your own article, saying like, I read this article on this website, which is your own. Would you be able to give me an expert opinion on whether it's trustworthy or blah, 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 or whether this product they're recommending is good, and so on and so forth. And I was using blog comments to do that. As I'm getting more into SEO, and more experienced, I honestly think that blog comments are not really worth your time. Maybe if you're going to go buy them or something like that, but actually sitting there and doing them, it's a monotonous task, and I just don't really think the return on investment is there really for most people's or most businesses. So I personally don't really recommend them anymore at this present time, but maybe that will change in the future. All right, so keywords that have continued to climb. I'm ranking for 9,300 keywords in the top 100 results on Google. Yeah, so many of you may have seen that I was ranking for only I think it was 3,000 keywords or something, but that was because I was checking it on another tool. So, you know, when I was saying like I use the key search tool and it's great, but it doesn't always show you the most accurate information. And what I mean by that is it doesn't explore everything that is actually there. When I actually look at my organic keywords that I'm ranking for in the top 100 results on Ahrefs, it shows me 9,300 keywords, and you can actually go through the list and see the keywords that you're showing up for and go and cross-check it, you know, and go and see it in the results. Whereas when you go and search it on key search, it only shows me 3,000 at present in this month. So what it is key search's kind of ability to find that information is not there, and that's why those tools are so cheap. It's like when you go and do like a backlink research on those tools, it might show you only 50 when there's 500. So they're very good for certain things, I think, like keyword research and that kind of stuff. But when it comes to backlinks and real SEO kind of information, you know, and metrics, you're going to need to use a more premium tool to find that information, or to get more accurate information of what's really there, okay, and what the site's really showing up for and all that kind of thing. So everything has its pros and cons, you know. Obviously, if you pay more, you're usually going to get more like kind of premium. That's not always the case, but obviously in this case it is. All right, so what has my backlink strategy been? Well, for the most part, I really am not adding any specific backlinks at this present time. As many of you know, I've done a few guest posts on the site, so that was something I was doing quite early on. I was doing a lot of blog comments. I was doing like forum posts and things like that, and linking back, so forum links, and a lot of Cura and things like that as well. As of present, I'm not really working on that, and to be honest, I haven't really been that active on the site. To be honest, I haven't really even been logging into the site, so I hold my hands up there, you know. My editors and writers, my editor's probably been into the site more than me, you know, but he only obviously has restricted access to the site. I've got 49% of those links that I do follow, by the way, so that means obviously 49% of them are actually do follow links that Google crawls and understands, and then the remaining is obviously no follow, so Google, the search engines are told not to crawl it. But I did read something earlier that those links are still crawled and understood, so you'll have to read up more on that on Google's actually website and information to actually find out more on exactly how they're understanding those links. All right, most important bit now is what is the earnings for the site? How much did it make over the course of March? All right, so we're going to go through that. So on Amazon affiliate, the site made $511.80. All right, so last month was $534. So it's had quite a bit of a drop since last month. Not a lot, only $20, but you're usually hoping to increase on your income. And then if we head over to zoic, where is the second source of the income predominantly for the site, it made $126.64 this month, with an EPMV of somewhere over $9. I think it was $9.68 or something. And then obviously, total altogether, so the site made altogether $638.44. So it's $58.82 down from February. So it's actually made less than February. Why is that? Purely because, I haven't really been consistent on publishing the content, to be honest with you. But as I said, I've consistently also improved on the existing content, continued to rank for more keywords. So it's actually growing in authority and trust anyway, even though I haven't actively been on the site. But that's purely because of all the work that I did back when I started, and it's obviously snowballing, but I need to really kind of give that a big kick and a boost in order to take the site to the next level and to get to the numbers that I'd like to for the end of the year. All right, so the authority for the site currently sits at a DA12 and a PA of 22, so it's not that high, but obviously that's all determined usually by the backlinks going to the site, the backlink profile and whatever else. So as I add links and run a backlink campaign, that will obviously improve on that. Is the site performing good or bad? I don't really know. It's like somewhere in the middle. It's okay. Like, am I proud of it? Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. At this present time, I've been a bit distracted with a few other things that I'm working on at the moment, but the site is doing pretty good. Many of you don't know as well that I'm obviously bringing out an ebook on all of this as well. So I'm bringing out an ebook on how I actually rank sites, because I haven't done this once or twice or whatever. I've done it several times over and over now, and I've got a good understanding of how to rank sites and SEO and how Google works and so on and so so forth. So you know, if you know, you know, that I give you very good information, and it's very unique, very different to a lot of things or people that you would find sharing it on YouTube, purely because I go out there and actually try it and test it myself and then give you the feedback on that. So I give you the, you know, the bad stuff and the good stuff. On the good stuff, obviously I'll be including that all in that book, and it's just going to be an absolute everything breakdown on how to do Amazon affiliate with SEO, with Google traffic. So if you're interested in, you know, knowing any more about Google and Amazon affiliate, then I would most definitely say you opt in to find out early about that book, because I'll be releasing it on the 4th of May next month, so a month from now. And that book basically is going to be including everything, but you'll get it on discount if you actually opt in now, you know, to the early bird waiting list. So you'll find out first via email, and you can actually get the book on a discount. So I recommend it. It's going to be priced at about $37. So if you know, get it early, you might get it like half price or whatever. I don't know what the discount's going to be yet. Maybe you can leave a comment below on what discount you want. You know, everyone's like, okay, just put it at 0, you know. No, but I do need to charge for this. You know, as you know, I share so much for free on here. All right, so that's that anyway, my little pitch. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so what's the things I'm going to be doing moving forward? Well, I'll be touching up on the 8 articles. You know, so what I do after the editor puts it up on the site is I'll just give it a once over, give it the tweaks, do the on-page SEO. So I'll place all the, you know, keywords in the right places, do the meta description, you know, do the outbound links, all that kind of stuff. Make sure the images are right and the image alt text if I'm going to be including that on the post. I don't always focus on that. And yeah, once I've done that, then I'll publish it. So I've got to do that for 8 articles. It's not a lot really, but obviously, you know, you just have to find the time to do this stuff. I'm always trying to juggle so much at the moment, and also with everything else going on, obviously it's been throwing me left and right, you know. So just got to keep that stable process in place, and yeah, make sure to get the work done. All right, now also I'll be running a backlink campaign in summer, as I said, so that still sticks, still hold true to that. I'm going to be explaining more on how I'm going to approach that backlink strategy in another video, so you can actually, you know, take away a few key points and maybe apply or run a backlink campaign to your own site as well. Also, next couple of months, the target's going to be 700. The site has hit that like many months before, but obviously I had 800 last month and I didn't put the work in. I wasn't able to hit the target. So if I do put that work in, I should be able to hit that £700 target, $700. All right, and then I would value the site where I'd value it about 18k. Reason being is because I'd give it the top bins on you know, the multiples at 30x, purely because the quality of the site is very good. I do a lot of things right, even though there are still some wrongs on there, and it'd be very easy for someone to come in and just like make a few changes and dramatically improve the site. So I think, you know, I'm going to make those changes myself. I would value it at the top marks purely because of that, and I'm also monetizing with different sources as well. And ClickBank, I was running that obviously, as you guys know, on the site, but my ClickBank product I'm not showing up so high for anymore, so I haven't made any sales on that recently, but I'm gonna really go back to that page in the next couple of months as well, re-optimize it, and then send some links to that to get that boosted up in the ranks. And I do believe I could, you know, outrank the competition on that very easily, you know, so I will do that, and that will really increase the income on the site as well. But that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video as per usual. Look, we went a bit longer than expected. This one clip is 9 minutes, and I know I recorded like another one 7 minutes or something, so the video is at least like 20 minutes most probably, per usual anyway, but it's still shorter than many of them. But if you did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button. If you are new, welcome. My name is Leon Angus. I do affiliate marketing online, and yeah, subscribe. You know, maybe it will help you out, maybe it helped me out, who knows. And also if you do have any comments, questions, my subscribers or anyone who watches this channel will vouch for me. I get back to everyone if you leave a comment as of now, because if you watch this in 10 years time and I've got like 10,000, I don't know, 100,000 subscribers or something, or a million, I might not reply to it when you watch this video. But if you are watching this right now in 2020, I'll be getting back to you. So make sure that you leave your comments below, and obviously yeah, I'll get back to you and answer that. All right, thank you for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.